In a small village in ancient Japan, there lived a wise old man who was known for his deep understanding of the teachings of Zen. People came from far and wide to seek his counsel on matters of the heart and mind. One day, a young man came to him, seeking advice on how to quiet his restless thoughts. "My mind is always racing," he said. "I cannot seem to find peace." The wise old man smiled and led the young man to a nearby stream. "Do you see that rock in the middle of the stream?" he asked. The young man nodded. "Watch the water flow around it," the old man said. "Notice how the water never stops flowing, no matter how hard it tries to move the rock. It simply flows around it, gracefully and effortlessly." The young man watched the water for a while, and then turned back to the old man. "I understand what you're saying," he said. "But how does this help me quiet my thoughts?" The old man smiled again. "Your thoughts are like the water in the stream," he said. "They will always be there, flowing endlessly. But just as the water flows around a rock, you can learn to let your thoughts flow around your mind, without getting stuck on any one thing." The young man thought about this for a moment, and then nodded. "I see what you mean," he said. "I will try to let my thoughts flow around me, without getting stuck on any one thing." The old man smiled. "Remember, the mind is like a wild horse," he said. "It will always want to run wild. But with practice, you can learn to guide it gently, without letting it control you." The young man thanked the old man and left, feeling lighter and more peaceful than he had in a long time. And from that day on, he practiced the art of letting his thoughts flow around him, without getting stuck on any one thing. And he found that the more he practiced, the easier it became, until eventually, he was able to find peace and stillness within himself, no matter what was happening around him. Thoughts will always be a part of our experience, but it is up to us to choose how we interact with them. We can learn to let them flow around us without getting stuck on any one thing, and in doing so, find peace and stillness within ourselves.